Welcome to the Inner Child Healing Circle, Module 2, Writing Letters of Gratitude to Your Inner Child for Creating Patterns. Our body knows how to heal itself. It has an innate intelligence to keep itself healthy. In the same way, our inner child knows how to keep itself safe and protected, and also it knows how to heal itself. When your childhood was filled with some uncomfortable environment, or uh, where your inner child didn't feel safe or comfortable, then she would have created some patterns. Those patterns would have safeguarded you and carried you throughout the childhood with the feeling of safety. And now, as you have become an adult, the environment has changed. You're not dependent on the adults anymore. So now it's time to release those patterns. For example, if you had a conditionally loving environment, there is a chance you could have created a highly controlling behavior where you want only some result, and only if that result comes, if a person is only behaving in that particular way, you love them, otherwise you won't. If you had a very um, emotionally unhealed parent who was not available to you emotionally all the time, or at least whenever you wanted, there is a chance you would have become a people pleaser where you behaved in certain way with others so that you could get love from them. If you were in a critical environment where you have been criticized a lot, there is a chance you would have created a perfectionism pattern where you try to be perfect and try not to make mistakes so that you could get love from your caretakers by doing everything perfectly. All these patterns have helped you survive the difficult childhood. So it's only fair to thank those patterns to keep you, it has kept you protected, and it has safeguarded you from all the uncomfortable situations you were all these years. And now that you have become an adult, you are capable of giving the unconditional love the inner child always wanted. There is no need of the patterns anymore. Those patterns are a suffocation for you now. You are in this module because the patterns are ready to move away from you. That's why you are here. So, for 41 days, all we have to do is to write letters, just like how you wrote letters of love to your inner child. Now, we are going to write letters to the inner child, thanking her for creating the patterns and letting the patterns go. Some patterns just need some realization. As soon as you realize, they may just get released. Some patterns, they need realization and also some work. Some patterns, they need realization, work, and certain amount of time to live. Okay? And there are some patterns which need your lifetime. All are okay. All we are going to do now is not to try releasing those patterns immediately. We are in this 41 days, we are just thanking those patterns, feeling grateful to the patterns. Instead of complaining that I'm always like this, I always try to do everything 100%. I'm always trying to do everything all by myself. So instead of complaining like this, we are going to thank those patterns. Every time you see a pattern, you realize you are repeating a pattern, thank the pattern for keeping you safe all these years. That is the goal of this 41 days. And at the end of the 41st day, we are going to consolidate whatever your learnings are in the whole module. This helps you in reinforcing your learnings. So, for 41 days continuously, if you write gratitude, slowly you will see changes in the way you see the patterns. You don't have to know your patterns to write this. You can just simply write, thank you pattern, thank you for keeping me safe, thank you for keeping me protected in a difficult environment. So keep writing letters like that. So if you, some days you might come up with some pattern, if while writing the letter, then you can address it. If it's not coming, it's completely all right. You just say thank you. There are many people who started writing this and then they realize their patterns. Oh, here I'm repeating the same words. This is where I'm using this. Oh, this is where. So all these realizations come, and it is such a wonderful way to realize our patterns. At the end of 41 days, I'm sure you would at least feel thankful to those patterns, even though if you are not able to release them, you have created it, you have lived those patterns for a really long time. So don't expect it to go in just 41 days. But this 41 days is just for thanking those patterns, and just tell the patterns you are ready to let them go. Thank you.